everybody that signed up. I mean, particular thanks to Kimberly, who came up with most of the ideas, although it was real collective with everybody. When she said, "Hey, let's try to get people to get involved," I thought, well, we'll have maybe get 100 people or so to be involved in this. Hundreds of votes. And while I'm really excited about winter, I definitely want to say thank you to all the different organizations. It was really a great chance for me to get to know several organizations I wasn't even aware of. And there's just so many people. Cleveland County is just incredible in the amount of care that they have for, and it's not just, it's the elderly, it's children, it's all these different ones.
That's right, homeless.
It really, it's just unbelievable. But I was really happy that it was you guys that ended up being able to get the check. I wouldn't be here without a dog, because my mom, growing up, had a little dog, and she said she knew she had found the right man because her dog was named King. If it wasn't for a stray, or as we call them now, rescue, I may not be here today. So I have a special thanks for that. And you guys do so much. I mean, of course, we're here in Cleveland County, but we're all across, and we have more and more clients with animal issues. I mean, whether it's working with the zoo down in South Carolina, to our friends and clients in Polk County, where equestrian is what their whole community is based off, many of it, to our situations here, and even in the court system. And we're seeing a different way that the animals are being protected in the legal community. So it's really a nice blend. So we're really excited and happy. And I don't know who's going to say, if there's any words that somebody can say.
She probably wants to say something, but I want to say something first.
Well, you go ahead.
She'll let me.
Yeah,
I have to say so. And C.A.R.E. is awesome. And our main goal started out because at animal control, so many dogs were being put down. I mean, I think, what was it, like only 18% were surviving when you first started, and now we're only putting down like close to 22 or 24%.
Oh my gosh, that's huge.
Big change, and that was the main goal. But we also reach out to people. It makes me want to cry when I think about how she got Lucy. And every person that works for C.A.R.E. doesn't just work for C.A.R.E. We all have other jobs. We have family. Most of us have at least 2 animals, if not some up to 6. We have kids that we're trying to raise, get through college, whatever. But she actually, how she met Lucy, one of our wonderful people coming in, she's being a FedEx driver. She noticed this dog, and she kept watching and watching. Well, one day Lucy wasn't out there, so she goes and she's delivering medicine. Come to find out, this family has adopted these 2 children from China, and that the one is sick, and it's her chemo medicine that she's delivering. Well, they asked where Lucy was. Well, they need to find. So she takes Lucy in, but that's not the end of the story. This past Christmas, they've had a rough time. So several of us, we all got together, and we went for the little girls. We took them this. You wouldn't believe the stuff we took for Christmas, and they were opening up. They're going to redo their rooms if they get it. They're in a bind right now. The little girls are going back and forth but it's not just about dogs. It's like you say, dogs help people, but.
And Lucy got to go visit her first family.
She did back at Christmas, and these things like this happen all the time. We're helping the dogs, yes, number one goal, but we're also helping people, and I think that's very important. If we can't help people, something's wrong.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had to share that, and it does take an army. It's not just us guys. There's like 30 people that can't be here because they're working or whatever.
There's more than that. We now know every one of them.
Yes.
We actually when this started, and Jason over here, I talked to him first. He took me to animal control. We went on the tour, found out the statistics and all, and it just, we've kept on, and it has been a great success, I'd say. I mean, we won't be happy till we save them all, but we're working on it. And it's a complete turnaround, but it is our volunteers. It is everybody loves the animals. But like when we started the Facebook page, Yeah, there was maybe 10 of us when we first started, you know, and I'm like, oh God, can we get to 50? Can we get to 50 people? Yeah, and that's how it went. And now there's over 13,000 on our
Oh my
page.
goodness.
And we literally, we do what we have our own rescue, so we raise money for us. Like she will be completely vetted and spayed and everything, and we pull dogs that'll be heartworm positive, and that's another chunk of money. And you know, we do whatever needs to be done. But we also do fundraisers. We do fundraisers for every dog that's at animal control, and we post them on our Facebook page. And people from all over the world donate money. I mean, you can go on that. I mean, we've met some of these people, you know, just messaging back and forth, and I've had calls from Denmark and different places wanting to you know, help and all, and they send money. And I ran, it's all done through PayPal and a U-carrying thing. So the money just goes from PayPal to the rescues that pull, you know, because the money all goes to rescues that pull the dogs. And last year, when I ran it, we donated through those accounts. There was over $90,000 donated to rescues.
Oh, goodness.
I mean,
And none of our people get $1.
No.
Not $1. Not $1.
It makes it a lot easier to write the check when you know it's
Yeah,
going to the right
yeah.
place.
And that's just going to those rescues, you know, and we had to, we actually got our 501, it backdated to the year before, but you know how the government is, it took till like May of last year to actually get the paper. So we couldn't very well use it for us till we got it. So we started pulling our own dogs then, and just like with one vet here, just one of them, and we've used more than one, we spent over $25,000 from May to the end of the year. So there's a lot of money that goes into the care of these animals, and that's where it's going. I mean, it's definitely going there, and that's what we want to do. We want to get more and more. This one here, for example, came from a lady that's an elderly lady that has more dogs than she probably needs, but she needs help, and we're trying to help her along with what we do at animal control, because what's going to happen with her, if we don't help her, she'll end up having to take them to animal control, then the space is taken up, and then dogs die. So if we also, on top of getting them out of animal control, we get them from like her, One Man's Junk, we get tags on One Man's Junk and Craigslist constantly, and if we can find either us or another rescue, we get them. You know, and
We don't want to go down, because usually if they go to animal control, they pick up,
Remember.
I couldn't tell you how many we lost with distemper and parvo, and our fosters tried to keep these dogs, and
it's hard. Yeah,
heartbreaking,
yeah.
heartbreaking.
And honestly, in their animal control is now vaccinating, something that wasn't. They're vaccinating on intake. There is no just, when I started, I'll be very honest, when I started, there was like 72 hours is up,
It's over.
it's over. Now, it's over when there's no space. There's like 64 runs out there, and when there's no room to put them, then they have to. But other than
they don't
that,
have a choice.
yeah, other than if somebody's just so sick, you know, that there's no other choice. But, you know, they're getting much more medical care, they're getting their vaccines, they're getting time out from the kennels. I mean, it's a different world over there.
And I think another thing's important that people don't realize, we've got a coordinator here that does home checks, and we check backgrounds. You can't just, when we have our little events at PetSmart, you can't just come and say, oh, I want her, I'm taking her, here's $200. No. You fill out an application.
Big process.
Yeah.
They make sure that every dog you've had has had its vaccinations. And don't tell somebody you haven't had a dog, because your neighbors know if you did or you didn't.
Yeah.
And they make sure that they've had their vaccinations, kept up to date, done what was supposed to have been done. They'll go do a home check, make sure you don't have 50 other dogs, you know, because then you don't have the time to spend. And every dog goes to a great.
We try to place them where the best fit is.
Yes,
That
so
is-
that they stay there. And they do sign a contract. If for any reason they cannot keep the dog, we get the dog
Yeah.
back. And the dogs are microchipped, so we're notified if they get turned into a shelter or something,
Wow.
you know.
And that's going to change things for generations.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And some people say, well, you know, oh, y'all charge $200, you know, like it's a big deal. Well, that's completely vetted. And here, because we do not have like low cost, even though we have vets working with us, the average to vet a dog completely is over $300. So we're, you know, we are nonprofit.
And not only that, if you want a dog, go this route, because then when you get it, not only has it been totally vetted, chances are it's crate trained, it's housebroken, or
Yeah.
well on the way.
Yeah.
Big plus, big
Well,
plus.
we really appreciate it, and we don't want it to end with this check. I mean, I know that when you run into some of these issues, especially if you run into a particularly bad case, you may need legal help. You may need, like, let's talk to Brandon about that. Let's catch Brian or Maggie or somebody. Let's get them on the phone. Just know that we're open. We're here. We will do what we can to help you guys and guide owners where they need to be.
And
So.
we appreciate y'all doing this. I mean, this is awesome.
Well,
You know, how much this
hopefully
will
we'll help out.
Yeah,
big help out.
We'll
Big help out.
Well, thank these ladies
Clifford.
here. They did all the work and they put it together.
Good job.
Yeah.